I know what you're thinking if you saw my last video. That's not Berserker, and depending on when my computer finishes processing this video, it's probably not Monday. No, thanks to one of my local Walmarts breaking the Hasbro Street date on these guys, I was able to get Transformers The Last Night Premier Edition Voyager Class Optimus Prime. And we already looked at the box on Barricade, so let's just take a quick look here with Optimus. Got some nice, as usual, CGI packaging art by Hasbro. Nice picture of Prime there on the side. Earth's the greatest protector. That's debatable if you've seen some of the trailers for this movie. Voyager class. Cross-sell here of Grimlock. They also had him, but I just got Optimus. Nice CAD design there on the back. 30 steps. Definitely not the most complex, but he is pretty good compared to some of the other Hasbro stuff as of late. Authentic Transformer. And on the Voyager class packaging, there is no 3-character CGI art there on the top. Now, taking a look at Optimus himself. He looks pretty good here in alt mode. A little small, but he's a Voyager class figure, so that's kind of par for the course, especially for a large truck character. Nice metallic blue here for the plastic. Nice deep red paint. Metallic blue paint here in the front. Nice silver paint along the grille. Black windows as opposed to the nice yellow windows that were on the Leader Class Age of Extinction version. Nothing here on the smokestack. Silver paint would have been nice, at least on this top section for robot mode. He doesn't really roll very well, and that's due primarily to these front tires being rather tight. Back tires are pretty good. Well, at least all but, well, no, that one's good too. Your mileage may vary with that. They all seem to be the same mold, so could just be these aren't pushed in all the way, something like that. And as you can see, sword storage there underneath. You can store his shield there on the trailer hitch in the back, just like on the last Leader Class version. Take a look here on the front. Got a nice little molded Autobot logo. I don't know if you can see. Molded Autobot logos on all the hubcaps. Western Star, and I can't really tell what that says. Now, taking a look at him with the aforementioned Leader Class version. So, the real differences here in truck mode, rubber tires, lots of chrome, but disgusting yellow windows, not nearly as metallic a finish, and if you ask me, the proportions are quite a bit better on this guy. This one's very long compared to its height, and if you saw the movie, the new truck form of movie Optimus Prime is very tall. And here he is with Deluxe Class Barricade. And this being a Voyager Class Optimus Prime, it's not going to be the best scale here in alt mode, but it's not bad. And now for the real reason that I got this guy. If you remember back in Age of Extinction, we did not get a Leader Class Galvatron. So here he is with Voyager Class Age of Extinction Galvatron. And as you can see, he's actually quite a bit longer than Galvatron. I don't know the dimensions on the real-life trucks for these guys, so I don't know how these scale together. He seems a little big here at the cab. And this guy actually really reminds me, not really in any particular mechanics, but just in general of the Voyager class first edition Optimus Prime from Transformers Prime. And here they are together. And I think, for whatever reason, that looks really good. Similar size, similar complexity. And now let's transform this guy. So first you want to take the shield here off the back. Set that off to the side. Pull the sword out underneath. Alright, then you want to come here to the top. Unpeg this. Around here to the side. Unpeg these. You want to come to the front and split it. And it will tab here, untab here on the sides of the arms. You want to come around here to the bottom and untab this from, untab his lower legs, what will become his lower legs. Split the legs. Then you want to readjust the camera because this guy is kind of tall. You want to rotate him here at the waist, like so. Bring down the leg, bring down the leg, and come down here lower to the lower leg section, and rotate these two halves of the trailer hitch around and inside to the inside of the leg. Rotate the leg forward, rotate the leg forward, untab the foot there, rotate, retab into the bottom of the shin, come around here to what was the front of the truck, rotate that back and around. It can't go forward without really bending this outward a bit. I wouldn't recommend it in case of breakage. Then you want to rotate that hinge up. This is on a ball joint, so bring it down, around, and peg it in at the side. Same on this side. Rotate the foot down, peg it in the lower leg, rotate the hinge up, bring the front of the truck around, and plug it into the lower leg. There we go. Alright, and then we can handle this up here. You want to bring the arms out like so. Bring up the head, and here. Sorry, my camera stand gave out on me, but we have readjusted here and we're back. So you want to rotate the head up, bring these pieces out and around the side of the shoulders, bring the shoulders back, and you can rotate the chest up and peg it in. Then just, if it hasn't come down by itself, bring down the skirt. Then you want to come to the back, bring this section up, and accordion these down onto his back. And there are a couple of tabs here and a couple of holes there that they will peg into. Like so. And this will tab in here at the top. And just finishing this guy up, you want to accordion back those panels from the front of the truck, and those will tab in here to the back of the forearm. And then just bring up his little pectoral panels, and you are done. And there is Transformers The Last Night Voyager class Optimus Prime. And I have to say, he's a pretty good little figure. I definitely like him better than the Age of Extinction leader. He's got some kibble here in the back, but not nearly as much. Nice silver paint all the way through. Would have been nice if this was molded either in a lighter gray or even painted in that silver. I mean, I can see why they didn't, because Hasbro, not really known for their copious amounts of paint, but it would have been nice. Also, kind of wish there was some blue here on these side panels. It would have really helped them stand out from the legs. As far as articulation, the head is on a ball joint, not much up, a little bit down, actually no, a little bit more up, not much down. Limited side to side due to these side armor bits on his shoulders there. Arms are on a universal, go up, all the way around. Really tight bicep swivel, and it will tend to unpeg the arms here, but you can use that as a bit of a butterfly joint if you need to. Single jointed elbow, about 90 degrees, a little bit more maybe. These aren't loose, I was just putting a lot of pressure on it. Unfortunately, nothing here at the wrist. Waist swivel from transformation. Arms, feet, legs can go past 90 degrees, so you can get a nice high kick. Once again, like Barricade, limited by the back kibble. I guess you can bring up, but then you've got the top of a truck hanging over his head. Swivel at the thigh. Unfortunately, limited knee and nothing at the ankle because of those tabs in there. He can hold his sword, and his shield will peg in on either side by a 5mm peg. And these can just get out of the way of the shield. The sword can also, like again on the leader class figure, go into a sheath here on his back. It doesn't fit well with the windshield down or all the way. It will tend to get caught up, so you may have to hold that back. Yeah. Overall, a nice little figure. I do wish the paint was a little bit better here in bot mode. He could have used some flames here on his chest. Don't know why these are blue. They're actually silver on his CG model. But just one of those odd Hasbro decisions. And now give me just a second so I can get his comparisons transformed into robot mode. Alright, and we're back. And first of all, as I said, I bought this guy to go with my Age of Extinction Voyager class Galvatron, so there they are together. And I really think that this works. Galvatron is quite a bit bulkier, maybe even a hair taller here in robot mode. And wow, they look good together. You know, I wish this guy had some more paint on him, but that's a 3-year-old problem now, so I mean, you know what you're getting with this guy. Taking a look at him with Barricade. I think they look pretty good together. Actually, a decent scale here in robot mode, especially if Barricade is meant to be as tall as Bumblebee was in Age of Extinction. He actually grew a couple of feet between Dark of the Moon and Age of Extinction, so he'd look better fighting Lockdown in that movie. There they are together. Wave 1 compadres. And as I said before, this guy really reminds me, for whatever reason, of Voyager 1st Edition Prime Optimus Prime. So there they are together. And I think that looks really good. If you wanted to get a display together of Voyager class Optimus Primes from across the years, I think these two look really good together. And lastly, here he is with that Age of Extinction leader class version. And I'm not even going to be able to get this guy in the frame. My current setup doesn't allow for that. So as you can see, he's quite a bit taller. This one is, if you look at the head, based on early, and the chest region especially, based on early concept art for the character, so he's not nearly as accurate as the Last Night version here. Different legs, different feet, a lot more kibble on the leader class version. Articulation is extremely impeded from the waist down on this guy. So yeah, especially if you don't really have the money, I know these are going to be $50 this go round. This is a great alternative for a less expensive, more accurate The Last Night Optimus Prime. Now this guy will be repainted for the Last Night line with a little bit better paint job, some flame effects, some silver instead of that chrome, which can get pretty obnoxious. As of now, I'm not planning on getting that particular figure for a couple of reasons. One, I already have this one, so why would I need another one with a slightly different paint job? Also, Takara, for their version of Age of Extinction Prime, remolded this guy completely. Well, not completely, same basic transformation. But he had a more accurate hip skirt, more accurate feet, arms, chest, a head with a rotatable faceplate so you could have the battle mask or not. Better sword. The one for this guy was based on early concept designs for the character, like his robot mode here. And if I were to guess, I'd say Takara will probably be releasing that version of the figure for their leader class, Optimus Prime. So that's the one I will be getting if I get one. I am planning on taking a look at both Voyager and leader class Megatron, so at least I've got that. But yeah, this guy's a pretty nice little figure. He's about the same size as a Hasbro First Edition figure, Voyager figure from Prime, so not a bad size considering the major shrinkage we've had over the past few years. Decent articulation, pretty good paint job. I know Repro Labels could probably take care of these blue sections here, as well as giving him some flame details on the chest. So yeah, once again, the line is off to a pretty great start. Walmart did also have Voyager class Grimlock. I didn't get that guy. I am planning on getting him at some point, but I don't imagine he'll be hard to find, as it's just a repaint of Age of Extinction Voyager class Grimlock. So yeah, I think that's all there is to say. So I will be back either tomorrow or the next day with Deluxe Class Berserker.